Golden opportunities for the bad guys: garages, parking lots, gas stations, ATMs, residential driveways, any place where your car has to slow down or come to a stop. That's where you are most vulnerable. So what you want to do is have heightened awareness during those opportunities. When you're getting in your car, the body language should suggest in control, self-confident, keys in hand. Don't have to rummage through your pocketbook or whatever, to get your keys. Make sure you've got them. Be aware of what's parked next to you, especially if it's a van. And be wary of people that are asking for directions, asking for donations, handing out flyers, giving away free samples. I mean, that sounds sad in this day and age. I mean, it sounds sad because you'd like to think that there's people for whom those activities are perfectly legitimate. But in this day and age, all of those have been used as scams to get close to you and do evil things. Okay, here's a scenario. You're leaving the store, got a bag full of groceries or gifts or whatever. You notice 3 men in a sedan or a van. You approach. You unlock the door. Here's how this looks. Jessica's walking to her car. She's not really paying too much attention to the van. She unlocks her car. The van door slides open. Grabbed in 2 seconds. 6 seconds, she's gone. Took 6 seconds for the attacker. Once her door was open, she had to step back to open the door. She stepped right into where he could just reach out and grab her. In 6 seconds, she was in the van, door was closed, and they were pulling away. That's all it takes. Now, that is a hijacking scenario. In that scenario, they were interested in her, not in the car that she's driving. The hot set of wheels that may have been attractive to them on the chop block. The reason you may be a personal victim, it could be a domestic situation. It could be because of some publicity you've received. It could be of some position of influence that you hold, a public office or whatever. It could be the money that you are reputed to carry on your person. There's a number of different reasons why you may be selected personally as a victim, but that is a kidnap. And they're interested in you as a person, probably for ransom. But Jessica could have avoided that by paying attention to who's in the van. Now, a little different scenario. Same van, same setup. As soon as she opens her door, the passenger starts to get out of the van. Should she be suspicious? Has she got options at this point? You bet. She's not committed yet. She can still abandon her car, turn and walk away. Out of the side door comes another hooligan. He grabs her. She still can react. Her right foot can come right up into his crotch. She can throw her head back. She can throw her arm, her right arm, up and over, and that will cause the attacker's right arm to roll off of her shoulder. It doesn't matter how little she is or how big he is. From this position, if she takes that elbow and throws it up, it's going to roll him off. She can then pivot clockwise and escape towards the rear of the vehicle. You see what I'm talking about? You see the dynamics there? If she is thinking, if she is aware, if she is psyched up to make this move, she does not have to be a victim even at this point. But now, it's too late. Once they've got her in the car, see the rope? The bad guy's got some twine here. He's fixing to tie her up. I don't know if you've ever tried this. Somebody suggested that maybe she, because she unlocked her doors electronically, she may be able to reach over and grab that far passenger door and just roll out. Go ahead and try that sometime. It's easily said. It's not as easily done, especially if you happen not to be in the greatest physical shape. Can you imagine reaching over, grabbing, rolling out all before this guy can react right here? Not likely. For all intents and purposes, Jessica is now a hostage. And she and her car are gone. Now, I want to give you a little scenario here. This is actually based on a true story. A friend of mine driving a minivan of all. It's not. I'm guessing that they were not accosting him because of the vehicle. That's what I'm guessing, but it's just, call me silly. Anyway, basically this is the scenario. Sunday morning, Knoxville, 7 o'clock. He's driving in the left lane of a 4-lane road. He's right beside a blue car on the right lane. The blue car pulls right in front of him just before they get to the light. So now picture, both cars are in the left lane. You've got a red light, and from the curb behind him pulls out another vehicle and blocks him in. So both the blue car and the car that pulled in behind him have got him boxed in. Okay? Then he sees a pedestrian walking towards him from the left side of the street, coming across. Here's what that looks like. Jessica pulls up. There's actually a blue car in front of her here. She pulls up just like you would in a traffic situation. The van pulls out from beside, from the curb, blocks her in. At the same time, Tyler is walking towards her. He's got a small caliber pistol. We're pretending here, as I said in my email, there were no actual weapons and no actual hostages. Thank you for not calling the ATF for our exercise. Tyler walks up and he, under some kind of pretext, asking for directions, asking for, or maybe he shows her the gun. She has, and I'll tell you in a minute how to avoid this kind of situation. But at this point, she's blocked in. She cannot escape. If her windows are up and doors are locked, he can still smash and grab. I mean, she's very vulnerable at this point. Her best escape would have been to keep her vehicle free enough to be able to maneuver around that. Okay, Tyler grabs the door, pulls the door open, pulls her out, and there you see the car in front. So it's, again, what options now? She can try to fight, but